But now we're going to talk about Carolaoke, Ed, which we talked to you about this last year. It was the first one last year.
It was, yes.
So for those that don't know, though, and didn't make it last year, what is Carolaoke?
So, what is the official blurb that I've come to for this? So basically, Carolaoke is quite simple. It's essentially a carol concert. But the idea is that we kind of try to sort of, we sort of try to blur the lines a little bit. So it's not just a group of people singing to an organ in sort of the traditional sense. At the same time, it's not karaoke. Or it's not karaoke. Not karaoke, sorry.
Yeah.
So it's this kind of halfway where we have the live band, and it is led by two incredible front people this year, who we might get to name later. And essentially the idea is that we are going to play a selection of, more... I say modern Christmas songs, but to be honest with you, that's probably just
There's a big mix, actually.
It's not that modern anymore, but more contemporary Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And the idea is that we get the audience to sing along and come on stage and join us. And we're going to have, last year we had kids coming up on stage and forming little impromptu kids choirs. Yeah, it's basically just an opportunity to kind of sing those songs, those kind of guilty pleasure Christmas songs a little bit. And yeah, it's always, last year was the first one, and we didn't really know how it was going to go. So we were in a little venue in Ramsey that essentially someone showed me a picture a couple of days after the event, and there were queues of people trying to get in.
I know, my mum and dad were standing outside going, we can hear the music,
we can't
get inside.
Yeah, so, and it wasn't supposed to be quite as exclusive as that.
It was just because lots of people turned up,
amazing.
basically.
It was really good. So this year, we've upped the ante a little bit. So we're actually going to be going, and the venue is the Ramsey lifeboat station, which I went into the other day, and I went, I don't know, but it was filled with a lifeboat. And then I went back in when the lifeboat was out of the way. I went, this is a really big space. So yeah, so we need the people that couldn't get in last year to come in, get yourselves positioned front row centre. And
fill up the space for us, make it warm and cosy, and bring your best voice. Because as Ed's saying, one of the points of this event is not just fundraising, we'll come to that in a moment, but it is singing together. Because there's something about at Christmas, a whole bunch of voices all singing together. It is heartwarming, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's so many studies recently about just the sort of the health benefits of doing that, getting together. It raises, it gets the endorphins going, and it's just an incredible experience, So I think it's a way of kind of getting more people to that, making it more accessible, making it family friendly, and again, importantly, because of obviously my day job, it's about having that live band and people being able to see, musicians playing, not having it sort of, not too distant. So it's like, they're up on a big stage miles away. It's like, no, we're right here. You can see the panic in our eyes as we kind of remember which key these songs are in.
And as you're saying, if people are in the audience, know the song in particular, and they're brave enough, they could get up and join us.
They are actively encouraged to.
Yeah, exactly. And last year, I have to say, so full disclosure, I basically turned up on Muscled In last year. I got there, and because I know this lovely bunch of folk, I just sort of jumped on stage, grabbed a mic and sang along. And so you've wrote me in properly this year.
Yeah. I mean, that's the punishment.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll be there making a fool of myself. So do come down and join us. And we've got Sal Wilson as well. Ed's lovely wife, Sally Ann Wilson, who's a fabulous singer, is also going to be up front there, and all these wonderful musicians behind. So come along, join in, and it's all for a very good cause, isn't it?
Yes. So we're going to be raising funds this year for the Ramsey lifeboat station. Obviously, it's, we are an island. This year is the 200th anniversary of the RNLI. I have to always say that very carefully, RNLI. And we are a seaside town, and so to have that sort of that service available to us, it's incredible. The work that they do, and the danger that they put themselves in. Mm-hmm. Again, I've kind of spent the last sort of couple of months actually kind of going down and kind of just seeing what they do, and it's terrifying. It
is, honestly. As you said, they put themselves in, frontline danger, basically, whenever they go out there to save all of us after. Often we've been a bit naffed sometimes, So many thanks to them for that. So it's all raising money for that. So I take it people can just donate when they get down there. Is that the idea?
We'll have hope. Yep. So the crew will hopefully all be down there with buckets, and we can all just give what you can. Again, it's not the prime. We'd obviously love to raise lots of money for them, but ultimately it's about turning up and just singing along. Yeah,
and it's remind us what time and where again, so just so everyone knows.
2 till 4 this Sunday, the 22nd, at the Ramsey lifeboat station on Queen's Promenade.
So come on down, bring your best voices, and if you have little children as well that like to get up and join in, there will be plenty of opportunity for that as well.
Absolutely.
So do that. We're going to get a song on for you in just a few minutes after the break. Tell us what you have chosen and why. Remember, it's Bryan Adams.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, sorry.
Run,
that one.
Rudolph.
Yeah. Bryan Adams. Run, Rudolph. And this was only because I didn't actually know that Bryan Adams had done this, and then it started a conversation a minute ago where I realised that Bryan Adams was the first album that I ever bought in 1988 on
there
cassette.
You go.